Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Vintage Story, the survival heavy focused, I guess, uh, spin off of Minecraft. I wouldn't necessarily call it a spin off, but welcome back to our series. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. If you're returning, thank you even more for sticking around and having fun with me while we play some Vintage Story. In our last episode, we died very shamefully to some wolves, and we decided we were going to come out this way and see if we might be able to build ourselves a nice little first house, if you will. So I'm going to start by getting us some trees chopped down, get some wood for the house. What is this? That's a fox. I could potentially get some. Ow! I didn't know that fox hurts that bad. Holy cow! He's fast. I'm gonna die to a fox. Oh my goodness. We definitely just died to a fox. That is impressive, I'll say. I don't think a fox is supposed to be quite that strong. But we're just going to go grab our stuff back and work on us a house. Please don't tell me those wolves. I don't remember where those wolves were, but really hoping they're not nearby. I think it was just across the water here. Holy cow, it's actually a lot further across the water, but that is really cool that we can see through the water. We can see the landscape. I haven't really been across many big bodies of water to be able to kind of notice that difference there. That's super, super cool. The thing that's going to terrify me, though, is if there's like creatures down here that I need to be worried about as I'm just nonchalantly swimming across the ocean. Don't mind me. Alright. Now, as unforgiving as this game is, the one thing that it definitely has going for it is that you do really get a sense of they don't want you to be completely discouraged because they're going to show you where your death marker is. Now they definitely need to have a talk with whoever developed foxes in this game because they should not do that amount of damage. Oh my gosh, he's stuck around? This fox is relentless. Where'd he go? We're going to get him. Yeah, karma's coming for you, little guy. You better run. That's what I'm talking about. Give me some of your meat. That way we don't starve. There we go. We're gonna get out of his dead carcass here and get back to what we should be doing. What is this? Ah, this is flax. I believe we can make a bow with that, but I also believe that bows are class specific. So when we first started the game and we chose our class, I didn't specify, and I think that for that reason I'm not going to be able to make the bow because that is exclusive blueprint for the hunter specifically. We're going to chop some wood. I really can't. Can I not? Okay, we were going to chop some wood, but there we go, some oak wood. Unlike Minecraft, I can't tell if the block is breaking or if I'm just wasting durability on my tool. I want to say I'm seeing pixels move on the tree here, but I'm not certain. Surely something's happening. I don't think so. I actually think the only thing that's happening is I might be wasting your time by trying to chop this tree down. No, there's definitely pixel movement. Yeah, there it goes. Actually right to the left of my crosshair. I really just ain't no way. I just broke a whole axe trying to break this tree down. Well, isn't that something? Are they all oak trees at Walnut? Yeah, of course. I'm not going to be able to grab wood from over here. It'd be too easy. I hear bees. There are bees. There they are. I don't know if I want to get stung by a bee right now though, so I think we're gonna come back over here. I think we're gonna have to shift our gears to getting maybe dirt for a house. I mean, I know it's not great, but beats not having anything, right? Unless we can find some softer trees. That might also be beneficial. There we go, get an axe head. And then we're gonna get probably another spear in case a fox decides to ruin my day. Definitely a knife. There we are. And we can go ahead and craft these tools. Get the axe. Get the spear. And huh. I already had another flint knife. Okay. I don't know what this shell is used for, but we're gonna put it right there. And let's see if these trees are breakable. Huh. That's great if there were trees here. Alright, so this has a tree trunk, and it's maple, which means I believe we could chop that down, but it's only one piece of wood. I think we're gonna have to find these bigger trees and see if that'll do. Whoa. Oh boy. Yeah, come here. Come here, boy. You wanted so desperately to get me. Don't go running now. There we go. We'll see. Red meat, I think. Yeah, raw red meat. Now, red meat is definitely the good of the better of the meat, I guess I should say. Not the good of the meat, but the better of the meat. Put that there, and let's head back over to where we just were. Growing carrots, okay. We're gonna try and chop some trees so we can actually get some wood. That way maybe, just maybe, we can start a house. Okay, maple. Surely I'll be able to cut maple. There's a baby boar right there again. I mean, to be fair, if the other boar, whether it be mama or papa boar, comes around, we could have even more meat, so I guess we could use a little baby pig as some bait. So maple worked. It just takes a minute for it to chop. Which is weird because up there it says requires tier 1 stone to break. Which the other trees did too. I guess maybe it just takes longer. So we'll keep on chopping away. And at least we will have a decent amount of wood. Wood's also really good for fires, as we saw in the other episode, which is great during the nighttime, which I have a strong feeling we're getting close to. And I have wasted basically all of my day. Now the good news, though, is that I'll be able to cook. While I don't have clay to be shaping different pots and things, I at least, so we're not messing with that again, I at least will be able to get myself some food cooked up. Baby pig went in there. Another baby pig in here. And a rabbit. It's really dark in here though. I don't know if I like how dark it is in there. And I don't have a torch, so we're not gonna go down there. I've seen the descent. I know what happens in unexplored caves. And it's not pretty. Where was... I guess it is up north over here. So yeah, I think we're gonna go right over here. This little peninsula, and start on our build. I don't have a whole lot of wood. I won't need a whole lot of wood, but I do need to be aware that I am limited by that for walls or supporting structures. That is a hen or a rooster. Same thing. They both make delicious nuggets and okay, I thought this was going to be a much nicer area to build. I think we'll just go right here so we have that source of water. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Right here. Let's go. We're going to get me just a little bit of area flattened out so that I can then place my blocks without having big old grass all over the place. I am picking up this dry grass though because this will be good for starting fires. So long as I have sticks though. That's the other big key thing here is I need sticks to be able to make a fire starter. So we're gonna go punch that out the way. 1, 2, 3, and then put that there. 1, 2, 3, and put that here. And then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and we'll put that here. So we got a little 3x3. It's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be just enough for me to survive in during the night. And that's it. That's all it needs to do right now, is keep me alive through the night. If I do this, get me a shovel head, I can go get dirt, and we can use dirt for the walls because we're not really worried about the looks, we're just worried about functionality right now. And if all I've got to worry about is functionality, then that would definitely do it. We're gonna go grab some dirt here, and like I was just saying earlier, I bet you I have a strong suspicion it's gonna be nighttime soon, and sure enough, here we are. So I need to make absolute quick work of this so that we have some shelter for the night. I don't care to find out what things go bump in the night because I'd rather not die. I've already embarrassingly enough died to a fox very early on in this episode. So I'd rather not have any other deaths. Alright. We're almost there. Probably going to need a few more blocks if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we will need a few more blocks. Luckily we still have a little bit of daylight. got our little hut made just in time for nightfall. We've at least accomplished what we were trying to accomplish in the first place with this episode. Not quite how I anticipated that to happen, but we got the first house. Our next objective really should be finding clay. Clay is going to help us tremendously, as we previously tried to bring up with getting us some rudimentary cooking tools, but we also need to make sure that we can fire those clay tools. So what we're gonna do before we leave this episode is we're going to take, is it 2 sticks and a dry grass, if I'm not mistaken? There's a 2 dry grass and a stick. Well, I know that we just had this, did we not? Sure we did. There we go, fire starter. 2 sticks and dry grass. Okay. So it's 2 sticks and a dry grass. There we go. Maple seed there, and then we're gonna go here. Alright, so if we do this and this, we get firewood. And if we do this, we're gonna go ahead and cook our food. Go ahead, fire this up real quick. I was really getting worried that wasn't gonna light right there. that would have been very unfortunate. So as that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and eat the last of these cranberries that we have. And then we're going to try to make... Alright, so that takes 8... So we need 24. Okay, so this should be just enough then. It is indeed. We can get a hay bed. Okay. So since this is going to be our little... Calm down there, fire. You don't have to burn me. All I did was turn around. We're going to wait for this to finish cooking so I can put right there. We're going to take this bushmeat. Bushmeat's not really great meat, but it'll work in a pinch. The red meat is certainly where you want to kind of have yourself food-wise. That or fish. I feel like fish are pretty plentiful, so we could definitely get away with a fish diet. But this game also incentivizes having a very plentiful diet because we can get things like grains and nuts to snack on as well. And there's different kinds of benefits to those things as well as vegetables. So as you can see, sleeping through the night, what I was trying to illustrate to you in the other episode, sleeping through the night gets away, it depletes away at your hunger meter. And that being said, if you're going to bed tired, you will start starving to death. So it is definitely something you want to keep in mind before sleeping through your first night, or even your second night, or however many nights we are into our playthrough right here, because you, of course, don't want to starve to death. I've starved to death a number of times, just me playing through here. Let me tell you, it's not fun. It's pretty demoralizing, if you will. But we've got food cooking on the stove. We've got our first house slash hut, which grass is already growing at the top of, which I love that. Gives me that camouflage vibe. Our next episode, we're going to try and source some clay so that we can get into pottery and things like that, because I think that that's going to be our next step towards survival. And then after we dabble into that, we also want to start working on a charcoal pit and a smeltery, so that way we can start getting into metal tools. The higher, of course, in tier that our tools get, the better we're going to be able to mine and acquire different items. So that is, of course, our ultimate goal, and we just need to find a way to get there as fast as we can. So I will catch you guys on our next episode. Until our next episode, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed my episode today. I know today wasn't nearly as exciting as maybe some other ones are, but hopefully you enjoyed the little scuffle we had with the fox, and hopefully you guys are picking up a little bit of this game. I hope it has inspired some of you to give it a try. I do think it's a very well put together game, and I think it's definitely worth your attention if you enjoy survival games. You guys have a wonderful evening, morning, whenever y'all are watching the video, and we will see you in our next episode.